Hello. So today I'm cooking a dish called Parsi Ras. Parsi Ras is a very light curry, one of my favourites, maybe because it brings back memories of growing up, going to visit relatives, aunties, and they'd often cook it as a starter, served cooked with chicken, potato, vegetables, and served with warm, crusty bread. These days, we often have it as our main meal, served with rice and flatbreads. But I guess the main thing about this dish is it's very simple. It's one of our easiest curries to cook. It's very light. There's no cream, no yogurt, no coconut milk needed. All you need is the spice mix, which contains the fried onions as well, half a tin of chopped tomatoes, and that's it. And what I'm adding to it today is about 300 grams of chicken, some potato, and some vegetable. I'm using courgette. Often you can have it with peas or spinach, cauliflower, whatever you like. And sometimes we cook it with fish or prawns instead of chicken. It's quite versatile. But as I say, today we're making a chicken ras chawar. And I'm going to go over the cooker now and show you how to do it. Okay, so to cook the ras, first thing we're going to do is turn on the pan and pour in a little bit of oil. You can use ghee if you like. I'm just using olive oil because apparently it's healthier. And I'm just going to let that warm up. I don't want it to get too hot, so you don't want to burn the spices. You just need to cook them gently. And just let that get a bit hotter. If you cook them, if you burn them, they'll just be bitter, and you don't want that. So we just let it get a bit warmer. Now open the pack. With all of our packets, use the whole spice mix at once. As I say, it contains the onions as well. They're pre-fried, so all I'm doing here is warming everything up. I'm just going to turn that down a bit now that it's got hotter. I'm going to pour in the mix. Okay, usually what I do, once it's reached temperature, make sure I don't burn them, I turn it off and just let it cook with the heat of the oil. And I can already smell the spices. And I'm just going to warm those up for a little bit. Just that little bit of heat gets the flavour released from all of the spices. With the spices being ground, it doesn't take as long for that to happen. And really that's all you need. You'll smell it almost straight away, and you can leave that. Now I'm going to turn that back on, because what I'm going to do is, just for the last few seconds or minute or so, I'm going to add the chicken. And I'm just going to seal that with the spices. Again, with our mixes, you don't need to marinate the food. Just let it all cook together. So they're so quick and easy. Literally, if you've got all your ingredients ready, like I have, you can have this cooking within 10 minutes. Easy. So I'm just letting that all seal up nicely for a little bit. You can do it for a little bit longer if you want to, but just for the sake of this demonstration, I'm not going to leave it quite as long, or you might get bored and switch to the next video. There we go. So that's just starting to seal up, and that's fine. Don't need to cook it anymore. The next thing I'm going to add is my chopped tomatoes. Okay, so as I say, I just, people often ask me, do you use fresh tomatoes or just will a tin do? Certainly for ease, I just use a tin of chopped tomatoes, or for this dish, half a tin. And what you can do is freeze the other half. If you're not using it, you can freeze the other half of the tin, use it another day, or you can use it for something else. So that's going to cook. Just give that a bit of heat. I'm going to add 600, while that's just warming up, I'm going to get some water, just cold or warm water, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get about 600 ml of water and add it to this. Here we go. You don't have to be exact with your measurements, more or less 600. So as I said at the start of this video, you'll see how light that is. Another word to describe it would be quite watery, but that doesn't sound very appetizing if we call it a watery curry. But it is very light. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my veg as well. I'm going to put my courgettes in there. And then you can add, if you chop your potato up small, you can cook it in there. Or if you are cooking with a lid, put your potatoes in raw. But what I've done, again, just for speed, and I just like to do it because it's easier, is I've parboiled some potatoes. So I'm just going to put those in as well. They're parboiled, so they'll still finish off in here. And the starch from the potatoes will just release into there. And you'll see by the end of this that it's not as light as that, not as watery as that. Having said that, you're growing up, this is how it would be. It is a very light curry. But these days, my family and I, we like it a little bit thicker. So I'm leaving the lid off and I'm going to let it reduce down. So that's going to start bubbling, it's going to start cooking, and we'll come back to it and see what it looks like in a bit. So that's been cooking for about 20 minutes now. Really all you need to do is check that your potatoes are cooked and obviously that the chicken's cooked, and then it's about ready. You can see that's reduced down a little bit, but it's still a lovely light curry, not too thick and heavy. Perfect for midweek, something extremely quick and easy to cook. Okay, so here it is, lovely Parsi Ras, one of our quickest and easiest meals to cook, available on our website. Please do, if you've enjoyed this video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be posting more of these videos to show just how quick and easy it is to make our rice dishes, lentil dishes, other curries, side dishes, etc. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you taste the curry, I hope you enjoy that too. Thank you. Yeah.